So he's basically putting a bounce pad under himself perpetually and then doing this to fly up in the air. And he's doing it at like a speed faster than you can comprehend, right? Like he's doing that like 100, 200 times in like a single frame, which is why it looks like he's teleporting, because he basically is. He's probably attaching to the surface, and then like he's probably attaching and detaching from surfaces so quickly that he's just clipping through things. That is crazy. That's some of the craziest hacks that I think I've ever seen in a game. But I think it's even crazier that he got yeeted out in an hour. It took an hour for the anti-cheat to axe this dude, which like major W for Rivals. So the past couple days, there has been this guy running through Marvel Rivals lobbies, and his name right here is Jeff the Shark. No, it's not. His name right here is Jeff Can Fly, and we'll see here in a second, as soon as my computer decides to load, why that is. Let's make sure we're on Jeff Can Fly, and we're just gonna watch this for a second. I don't think I'm gonna need to explain. Okay. Where did he just go? What? What are the controls? How do I switch to third person? So where the fuck is he? So he's right here, and let's just follow along here, because honestly, I'm not even 100% sure what is happening here. It seems like, oh, that was way too far. It seems like usually when you see something like this, what's happening is they're basically modifying their speed to like an infinite degree, which allows them to travel like instantly in a single frame. But with this dude, he's like tracer blinking, and I'm really not sure. We're gonna see. Can I change the speed that I move? Well, you know what, it doesn't matter. We'll switch back to his POV. But this is some of like the most insane cheating that I've ever seen in a video game. We're just gonna kind of run through all of these games and see which ones are interesting, because I have seen a couple clips, but I don't actually know what games they're from. But we saw in the beginning, like right off rip, that this guy is like not even making an attempt. Well, I guess he is kind of making an attempt to hiding it, because he's not really using any cheats right now. But let's just see where this goes, because I've seen a couple things, and it goes to some insane places. Wait, what? What did he shoot at? Or what did he try to heal over there? Was he aiming for the Punisher? Oh no, there's a Spider-Man up there? What the fuck?
That one hurts.
Wait, no, that has to be aimbot, right? That's why?
That one hurts.
Because, I mean, I'm looking for it, and I can still barely see the Spider-Man there. Okay, so, I mean, I guess that's not surprising. He's literally flying around. But he does have aimbot, too. That's at least what that looked like. Although aimbot is definitely interesting in Rivals, because Rivals is such a hit scan, or I'm not a hit scan. It's such a projectile heavy game. There aren't a whole lot of hit scans. Oh, and this is the kind of clips that I've been. Yep. Yeah. So these are the clips that I've been seeing. Wait. What? Okay, actually, hold on. We're just gonna watch that from their point of view. What? What? What the fuck? Like, what are you meant to do? Because, like, keep in mind that we only saw him use the hacks for a split second coming out of spawn. So these guys have no idea that this Jeff is hacking. Like, maybe they've seen the clips by this point, because this was the last game before he got banned. But just, what do you do? Because, like, you're in this situation, and then you get Jeff ulted, and you're like, fuck, I just, like, you see this and you're like, shit. And then this happens. Wait, what? Wait. Does Magneto just have an ability that I don't know? I've literally never played Magneto, so I don't know what his abilities are. Let's watch this from Punisher. He just starts shooting. Oh, Magneto must have an ability then that allows him to move, and or he reset the spawn. How did he do that? Or did he just die? Okay, that's a little bit strange, but we're gonna come back over here. I wonder if this is since this is towards the end, that I wonder if he's using it less, either because he knows he's gonna get banned or because he's bored, because I can't imagine that you do this very long and have fun with it. Alright, there's a little bit of something. We'll go back, watch this, but I think we might go watch some of the older games, because it seems like he's just using his ult here. He's only using his hacks during his ult. And I've seen some other clips, so we're gonna go check out some of the other games. But like, what? Like, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do about this? He's on top of the skybox. He doesn't have enough range. He can't reach down there. He's just up here. Where's he going? He doesn't know what to do. He's just chilling up here now. He's like, yeah, well, this is chalked. Is Jeff just playing? He keeps looking up at him. Alright, so he definitely has walls there. We saw that for a second. He looked right at where Magneto was. Yeah, he sees that he's still up there. Let's go look at some of the other replays and see if we can find something a little bit more ridiculous. Let's come back here. Let's see, how many games did he play? So, 29 elims. Let's see what a 29 elim game looks like. I should have checked the stats there, I forgot. Okay, I was muted and then unmuted. But, unless if I'm really stupid, he's not here, so he must have had a different name. Alright, so who are we looking for? The Nuya. So let's see what Nuya's up to. Did she know that Spider-Man was there? Okay, well, off rip. Okay, there is potential that they just went this way and then saw Spider-Man's elbow. That is a little sus. But they're not playing Jeff, which is interesting. Which means they're probably... I mean, I'm gonna assume that they're hacking here. Because when you're hacking egregiously, as some of the clips we've seen, I have to imagine that you're using at least like walls or something, while you're leveling up the account. But I guess it could be that... Well, I was gonna say it could be that it's somebody that just got pissed off that they couldn't rank up, and so they bought hacks. But also, from some of the things that I've seen, I honestly don't know if these are like...
There's still a chance to stop
them. I feel like this is something that someone spent a long time developing, and it's more than likely something they're using for themselves. It's just the way it feels. It could be a product, but this feels like kind of an insane level of hacks, but I think we might have gone too far back here. Too far back in terms of the replays that we're looking at, because I don't know we are actually gonna leave this. Let's find one where they're playing Jeff. So let's come down. Let's look at this one. So let's see what they were doing here.
Here they come now.
What's interesting is it doesn't look like they're hacking here. Like this looks like real aim and everything. And they have like not okay, well. I was about to say they have not dog shit game sense, but then they just did that. I don't know, it feels like this person probably is like a plat level player, but that's what makes it funny because they're using some of the most egregious hacks that I've ever seen and they're still in plat. But also, I think we blew this out of proportion with some of the clips that I saw on Twitter. Because it looks like this dude played like maybe 5 games with hacks turned on before he got banned. Because most of these are turning up nothing. So let's try the 43-1 game. Let's see how this one went. Fuck.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Yeah, I keep doing that. Okay. So this is interesting because like right at this moment right now, I don't think he's using any hacks. Well, he might be using aimbot, but I don't think he has like super advanced flying mechanics like I thought he did. I think he has I think he has 2 main things from what I can see. One is he has some sort of teleporting. It's either a speed glitch that lets him like just pass through walls, or it's just a straight up teleport. And then he has something that allows him to just like freeze all of his momentum so he can stop in place. But right now, because of what we saw with the Magneto and the Punisher earlier, I think he's actually just standing on top of a skybox. I don't think he's flying. I think he's using whatever this is back here. He's using this here to get himself above the skybox. You could see for a second there the freezing thing. But see, now he's walking. He's standing on top of an invisible ceiling.
3, 2,
Which is why people are getting stuck when he spits them out up here. So actually, I don't think this guy's hacks are as good as I thought they were. From the clips that I saw on Twitter, this seemed insane. But this is actually... like, this honestly, all things considered, this seems like pretty standard hacks, but being used by someone who's like... using them in a creative way. Wait, who is that? Who's shooting up at him? Oh, is it Moon Knight? I think it's Moon Knight that was shooting. What? Like, what do you do? What do you do when you walk out of your front door and it just starts raining Jeff? Like, he's a fucking B-12 bomber up there. And you're playing a game where most of the heroes are projectile. What are you supposed to do? There's almost nothing you can do to fight against that. That's crazy. You could see though, I think he is using aim hacks, which is why that one shoots out into the wall here. Yeah, because it's a projectile aim hack, and so it's trying to predict where people are gonna go. But because he's on the fucking ceiling, it's not gonna be great. Like, he can't heal anybody because the beam, he can't aim it because there's so much of a delay between when he aims at something and when the beam actually reaches all the way down there. And so look, he's like not healing anybody. He has to use the bubbles to heal because it's too hard to hit. Who is that? That's Magneto. What did that look like from Magneto's POV? It's just a shower. It's just a shower coming down from above. That's... And what's crazy is that Rocket on the other team is building ult faster than him. Yeah, see, because he didn't fly there. He looked up, and he did the thing that's like a tracer blade. So he has some sort of... Like, what the hack is allowing him to do is either literally teleporting forward, or he's turning on a speed hack. No, but it can't be, because that wouldn't let him go up. So he has something. He has something that's, like, just letting him teleport, I think. Which is crazy.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Yeah, see, and then the Strange gets stuck up there because he's standing on the ceiling. See, and Jeff got stuck. He got stuck here coming back down, and he had to teleport through.
Better stop that vehicle.
He had to teleport through back into the map. Like, okay, hold on. Like, that's insane. Where? Like, what's he doing there? I don't understand. I don't think I don't think I've seen a hack like this before. It's not as crazy as I thought it was, but I think he is literally teleporting. Like, this isn't a speed hack. Yeah, he's just flat out teleporting. Where did he go? Oh no, he's still here. It's just super janky. Maybe it is a speed hack. Is that why he's going up? Like, does he actually go through? No, it looks like he went through there, right? Although he's coming down. Is it a speed hack? Is he coming through? Is he actually coming through, or is he coming from the top? Alright, so he's right here. That's so fast, though. Like, I have no idea. Poor Moon Knight. Jeff just phased through a fucking wall and assassinated him. God damn, what is what the fuck? Like, he moves so fast. Yeah, no, look, he did. He just teleported straight up. Also, the Jeff model is so adorable. How can you not love this? But that's wild. He's already gone. Like, what is he doing to leave there? Like, is this a Jeff specific ability? Like, is this hack something that works off of a Jeff mechanic? Is something about the way he exits the water? No, I don't think so. Because he, like, teleports and then the game registers that he's off the ground, and so then he resurfaces, and I think that's why it looks weird. Like, I think he is just teleporting, which is fucking crazy. He's looking for the ult. Got the cloak and dagger.
They've made it
Huh?
happen. Stop them.
How did he die? Wait, he dies and he instantly goes hella? Dude, that is so crazy.
Better stop that vehicle.
That is crazy. Is he gonna go for cloak and dagger now? He's looking at them, right?
By the eye of Agamotto!
Legions of hell beyond double KO.
Wait,
That's 3. There's still a chance to stop them. Wow, 4 in a row.
What? Or wait, is it packet manipulation? Is that what he's doing? Like, that would make sense if Jeff had some sort of, like, mobility ability. I mean, that is what this looks like. It looks like they're using Ella's bird to fly up in the air, and then they're turning off the packets that they're sending to the server, or they're in some way interfering with the packets, and so they're actually right here. Yeah, they're still up here, but their character model is down on the ground. Yeah, see, so they're gonna be shooting from here now, yeah. So I wonder if that is a replay viewer error, or... Well, I don't think it is, because it... Like, did the Strange just shoot at... Like, that definitely looked like the Strange shot at her. So, I think it is, like, just packet manipulation. I'm not sure what, like... But they're using Hella's bird, which means that the flying, whatever they're doing with Jeff is specific to Jeff. Because they're not doing the same thing right now. They're not using that teleport ability.
Pulse charge, together.
What are Jeff, like, what abilities does Jeff have? I don't know. Because Jeff doesn't have any abilities outside of the like swimming one. So is it that? Is it something with the way that Jeff's swimming mechanic works that he's abusing, and he's basically like repeatedly triggering, like basically tricking the game? Oh, well, this is interesting. So let's see, does he have... No, he doesn't. So it is something with Jeff's it's Jeff specific that's allowing him to fly. Although, wait. No, actually, this probably is packets. So, what about Jeff? I think that is what he's doing then. Right? He has to be... He has to be somehow tricking the game into thinking he's submerging himself. And then he's doing that in the air repeatedly to teleport. That's my best guess, because this here is packet loss. That's what he was doing. He has to use the character's own mobility abilities to like move. Right? Like he had to use Hella's bird, he has to use Punisher's grappling hook, and then he turns off his packet when he does it. And so it's just like... So I wonder what it is about Jeff that's allowing him to do that. Because he's not flying on any other character. He's using the character's actual mobility. And so, because this really does just look like packet loss. It looks like he's turning off his packets and then allowing himself to just basically float in the air over here, which is why we're looking at this. Because he's actually looking at wherever his body is, somewhere over here. He's actually looking at this.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Yeah, look, he's right here. Although it is still moving, so I think it is some sort of packet manipulation that's allowing him to do this. But it's super weird that he can fly with Jeff. I think it has to be the resurfacing, but I don't know how you would do that. I don't know how you would trick the game into thinking that you're going under. We'll watch like one more maybe, but it's 5 a.m. I need to go to bed. But this is crazy. Although that probably does mean that these like 5 or 6 games at the top where he has wins and the MVP, these games are probably the only games that he hacked in. He probably wasn't hacking up until he hit comp. And then he got banned here. We'll try this one, 22 kills. He was playing Jeff again. So we'll see what this one looks like, but I'm getting real tired. Alright, let's pop through this one. See if there's anything interesting. He's on Hella to start.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
So let's see then. He's gonna fly up with the bird, and then we'll watch from where the bird goes. Yeah, look, she's just sitting up here. And I think now... No, she's still up here. But look, her character model is down here. And so if you shoot at her, you can't even hit her because she's actually up here. There, now she turned it off. So you can see right there is when she's turning the packets back on. So essentially, like the easiest way to explain what it looks like is happening here is she's basically tricking the game into thinking she has a really bad connection. And so it's only partially sending the data to the server, which is what's causing this, because the server thinks that she's over here, but really she's still up in the sky. And then she turns it off, the packet reconnects, and then she's able to move around again. But like, genuinely, like, why? Like, this can't be fun. Like, that's what I'll never understand. Like, I can understand, I can kind of understand if you're like a streamer or a speedrunner, and then you cheat, or if you're a pro player, like that I get, because you have like a genuine incentive to like, not even an incentive, but like a genuine benefit to yourself to cheat. But like in this case, you get 6 games. You get talked about on Twitter a lot. You get some YouTubers to talk about you, and then nothing, because everybody knows you as Jeff Can Fly, and this account's banned. So like I genuinely, I don't get it. Like I can almost guarantee that I had more fun over the past 45 minutes trying to figure out exactly what he was doing than he had the entire time that he was playing and doing this. Like, he didn't even get to high rank. He's plat. He was plat when he got banned. Huh? Wait. Did he just say... Did somebody save him from that Jeff vault? No? He just said no. Actually, no. He just said, I don't fuck with that. Oh, wait, his packets aren't... Okay, so that is... That's why these alts aren't hitting him, because he's not here. It tricked me, and I knew what was happening. He's still up here. Look. With the Magneto alt and the Jeff alt hit his body. But the body isn't actually there. Oh, okay, that's what I was looking for. So that is the confirmation that this isn't just... Okay, a couple things. One, this is the confirmation that it's not just a replay bug, because the Scarlet Witch attacks his body right here. Which means that this is actually here, and the game is registering this model is here, but he didn't take any damage because he's actually up here, which I'm now like 100% sure that this is like some sort of packet manipulation. But what's also interesting, I didn't notice this, is it looks like he's shifting, which a lot of the times with hacks, what that means is, like, usually the character model shifting means that they're flying up or down. They're like free camming or something. I wonder what they're crouching for. I wonder what they're activating that's using the shift.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Wait,
The battle
what?
starts.
The game hasn't started.
4, 3, 2.
I'm gonna let Galactica finish. because the replay viewer has messed up audio. But look, there's 10 seconds till it starts. So is he teleporting? He's teleporting out of spawn, but the game has some sort of mechanic that's forcing him back in, is what it seems like. That, or he's using the packet manipulation and he's actually like staying here, but then he's able to attack from his body. No, that makes less sense. I think the game is forcing him back into spawn. Oh yeah, it is, because that was a different spot. Weird. So I wonder if the game has like an anti-cheating mechanic that's teleporting him back to spawn. I wonder why that doesn't auto-trigger a ban though. Because this is like super egregious. Like I know we talk about ban waves a lot, but this is something that doesn't require ban waves. Like there's no question about like what got this dude banned. He's standing on top of the skybox, right? His account's name is Jeff Can Fly. Like he knows why he got banned. He wasn't trying not to get banned. And so it is interesting. Although I say that, we'll check after this, because he only hacked for 4 or 5 games. And I have a feeling they were probably all in the same day. So he probably hit comp, played like 5 or 6 matches, and then got insta-banned. So I guess all things considered, that probably is what's happening. There probably is an automatic detection that puts you back in the spawn room. And that probably is triggering some sort of anti-cheat, but because you never want to have your anti-cheat system be fully automated, it's triggering something that's requesting like human verification, which is why he got through a couple games after this. Because like this is fucking crazy. I think that has to be what it is though, because like I haven't played enough Jeff to know, but what animation is he doing? Because Jeff's body is doing an animation when he teleports around. So let's see if we can catch this, because on the other map he was like curled into a ball as he was teleporting. This is the reload animation. Wait. So what was that? Is that... Fuck. Why can I only go back 5 seconds? So is this right here? Is this his diving animation? Let's try and follow him. Where is he? Is he doing the dive? Because that's what it looks like. It looks like he's like repeatedly activating and canceling the dive. What makes Jeff curl up into a ball like this? Is it his dive? Or what ability is it? Because whatever that is what's letting him teleport around like this. Let's go to the practice range and see. Let's see if we can get Jeff to do that animation. Because I feel like it probably is just the diving animation. And that he is somehow tricking the game into thinking that he's going underwater. That's my best guess. And so we're going to check. So if I do this. Yep, okay. That's it. That's what he's doing. So that's crazy. He's somehow tricking the game. Wait. Oh. I didn't know that. You can trigger that from in the air. So that's what he's doing. Whatever hack he's using is somehow basically allowing him to jump when he's in this animation. So he's triggering the downwards animation, but then immediately jumping or something afterwards to pop himself back out of it. And so he's able to go like this and then just fly through the air, get above the skybox. And then that's why when he's up in the sky, he has the like water trail underneath him like this, because he's actually standing on the ground. As opposed to when he's doing this, he's doing some sort of weird packet manipulation with the way that Jeff's Well, actually, I don't know if this one's packet manipulation, but he's doing something weird like this with Jeff's. He's basically doing this, actually. This bounce pad is a good way to emulate it. So he's basically putting a bounce pad under himself perpetually and then doing this to fly up in the air. And he's doing it at like a speed faster than you can comprehend, right? Like he's doing that like 100, 200 times in like a single frame, which is why it looks like he's teleporting, because he basically is. He's probably attaching to the surface, and then like he's probably attaching and detaching from surfaces so quickly that he's just clipping through things. 24, yeah. So this is probably where he hit comp. He waited 10 days. I wonder, let's look at the stat. Yep, that is what it is. He hit whatever level. I don't know what you need in this game to play comp. I don't remember. He hit whatever amount of playtime or level that you need to play comp. Waited 10 days, changed his name, maybe not in that order, and then he hacked for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games and got banned. He hacked between 1150 and 1250. The anti-cheat got him in an hour. This game is like just everything about Rivals is so great, because you know damn well if this was Overwatch that this dude would have been running around for at least a week. Sorry, but not sorry. So all things considered, he got a little bit over an hour of hacking before he got yeeted. That's pretty good. Like, all things considered, he didn't even make it out of Plat. He made it up to Plat 1 before he got booted. That is crazy. That's some of the craziest hacks that I think I've ever seen in a game. But I think it's even crazier that he got yeeted out in an hour. It took an hour for the anti-cheat to axe this dude, which, like, major W for Rivals, because, like, and that's not even like a uniquely Overwatch problem. If this was Overwatch, if it was Counter-Strike, what the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, I'm honestly not sure what happened there, but if this was Overwatch, Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, like, this dude would have been running around the lobby for at least a week, if not like a whole month. So, like, major props to the Rivals team that this dude was gone in an hour. That's like what you need to do if you want to keep a game like this alive. But it's fucking 5:30 and I'm exhausted. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more. Check out the second channel for all of your Cult Rising content, and I will see you next time.